What's going on? Alex here, and in today's video I'm going to be showing you how you can grow your coaching business. So this is going to be a series which I'm going to be doing every week because I've been scammed in the past a lot of money, and I've learned myself how to build an online business. And because I've been scammed before, I know how it feels. So you're probably vulnerable to be scammed, and I don't want you to go through that because it's a stressful situation. So I'm going to dedicate these videos to all the people who can't afford or don't want to be scammed. And I'm going to show you exactly what I've done. But why would you listen to me? I've built a decent following of followers on social media. I have a website. I've built my business to 6 figures. 6 figures meaning making more than $8,333 per month, and I've accomplished that, and I can show you how to accomplish it. Let's just say you take someone like Jeff Bezos and you take all of his money from him. It would take him such a greater time to get to his peak state, not because of hard work and discipline, but because of wisdom and knowledge. I know how to get from 0 to 6 figures, and I can show you how to do it. So with this series, I'm going to show you how to do that precisely. So let's get into it. But first thing you need to know, I'm Christian, and everything I build upon is Christ. And in Proverbs 11:28, you hear, "He that trusted in his riches shall fall, but the righteous shall flourish as a branch." If you're trying to do this, make more money to, sleep around, to get more women, or buy materialistic things because you think it's going to change your life, forget about it. It will destroy you. You must build your foundations first. "Therefore, whosoever heareth these sayings of mine and doeth them, I will liken him unto a wise man which built his house upon a rock. And the rain descended, and the floods came, and the winds blew, and it beat upon the house, and it fell not, for it was founded upon a rock. And everyone that heareth these sayings of mine and doeth them not shall be likened unto a foolish man which built his house upon the sand. And the rain descended, and the floods came, and the winds blew, and it beat upon that house, and it fell, and the great was the fall of it." Matthew 7:24-27. So we see a lot of guys. For instance, the individual that scammed me was obviously greedy. They lacked charity. And you can see, you can pinpoint. People want to get into it because they have lusts of the materialism, lust of the lifestyle, things like that. Gluttony, they want to make money so they can overeat. Sloth, they want to make more money because they want to just do nothing. A lot of individuals lack patience. And I lacked patience, that's why I was scammed. You envy a lot of people. You see all these guys having amazing lifestyle and you want it. And pride. I've worked with rich guys and they are prideful. They're not coachable because you can't help them even though you can show them, they will not listen because they're prideful. So that's the first step. And the next step, if you're trying to build a coaching business, let's say you're an individual that knows you've mastered a specific type of topic. You know how to take someone from their current state. Let's say you take an individual from the street. You know how to change their life by taking them from their current state to their desired state. So you need to get clear on what the current state of the individual that you're trying to help, your avatar. An avatar is the individual you talk to when you speak to the camera, when you make content. So you need to create an avatar, the individual you speak to. So when you speak to the camera, you know exactly how they look like, how they talk. Do you use bro in your language or you're more fancy with your language, whatever it is. And what's their desired state? When they wake up in the middle of the night, what are they dreaming about? What do they want to accomplish? I know for you, you wake up in the middle of the night and you're like, I need that online business. I need to do it. So I already know what the problem, I know what your current state is and I know what's your desired state. For my business, I help men boost their testosterone levels naturally. I know they're not driven, they're overweight, they have issues with their testosterone levels, and I get them to the desired state. And it's measurable as well. If your goal is measurable, mention it, because you can't dispute logic. 1 + 1 is 2. That's why you see YouTube videos that use numbers in the title perform better, because you cannot dispute logic. So use numbers if you can. So current and their desired state. And you need to prove to them, to your avatar, that you're the vehicle that will take them from their current state to their desired state. You can try this. I help blank to blank by blank. I help men to boost testosterone levels by using my NTLS method, something like that. It doesn't have to be like this, but it's just a guidance. For me, it's I help men get 1,000 nanograms per deciliter testosterone naturally. Very specific, okay? One guy a friend of mine that I help, his thing is, I help men find a Proverbs 31 wife. So that's his thing. And it's numeric. They can go on the Bible and see what a Proverbs 31 wife is. It's very specific, you know. And don't be general. I help men lose fat. Anyone can do that. But what if you help men? You help overweight men. I help busy men lose 8 pounds of fat in 4 weeks. That's very specific. And why do you want to be specific? Look at general doctors versus specialists. When you go to a general doctor, it doesn't cost that much. But when you go to a specialist, it costs a lot, because they specialize specific product or service. Restaurant, a normal restaurant versus a steakhouse. In a restaurant, a steak is whatever. At a steakhouse, it's more expensive because they specialize. So you need to specialize in a very specific topic. The biggest problem I see guys making today, they're very general. I'm like, what do you do? I teach self-development. I teach guys how to make money. That's so general. And you need to pick a niche. A niche is the topic. My niche is testosterone. But you need to create your own niche. Let's say you have PewDiePie. His niche is gaming. So if you try to do gaming, it's very hard for you to compete with someone who already accomplished such a level at gaming, right? But what if you combine niches? Let's say I did gaming and testosterone and combine them. No one does gaming and testosterone. So I'm already number one at that specific niche. So you need to create a niche. I don't know. Building muscle and skateboarding. That's a very specific niche. So the guys that skateboard and they want to build muscle, who do you think they'll go to? You, who's very specific, or the guy that just says, I build muscle? And be general. There's whatever, 8 billion people in the world. I know you want to save the world. I know you figured out something and you want to save everybody. But just be very specific. Help yourself first. And then you can expand once you grow. You see, I teach testosterone. Just testosterone. That's very specific. And look, 250,000 followers. You know, and that's still a lot. And all you need is 360 clients to make 7 figures a year. And I'm going to get into that later. Guys think they need millions and millions of followers to make money. No, you don't. Next thing, man minus the machine is a slave. Man plus the machine is a free man. You need to know how to automate things. You need to know how to set up systems in your business. We'll get into that more later. But remember that. You don't want to be a slave to your whatever you created. Now you need to make a choice. Do you want to build a business? Or do you want to build a big social media following? You see a lot of guys thinking they need a lot of followers to build their online business or make money. No, you don't. Like I said, you only need 360 clients to have a 7-figure business a year. Because if you're making a lot of content, who's running your business? Can you answer that question? If you're spending your time doing content, who's building your business? The best guys that I know that make 7 figures a month with their coaching businesses, man, they have like 1,000 subscribers, maybe 10,000 subscribers on YouTube, because they know what to do. They know how to, like, if they had 1 million subscribers on YouTube, they just got gifted with it, they would make so much money because they already know the skill. They know how to sell. They know these things that I'm teaching you, to sell these people, to convert them, to have a funnel in place. Get that out of your mind thinking that you need a lot of followers. Most of the guys that you watch online that have millions of followers, they don't make that much money. You'll be surprised. I know guys who have 100,000 followers and they're working a regular 9 to 5 and they're making 0 out of their business because they don't know how to monetize. And then on the other side, I know guys with less than 1,000 followers and they're making 6 figures. So you need to know how to monetize. You need to know what I'm teaching you, okay? And this no one ever taught me this. I thought you need a big following, you know? People are getting deceived. We're brainwashed out here. I would rather have 10,000 email list than 1 million subscribers on YouTube. Because email, you collect emails from a lead. You do lead generation. Let's say I have my VSL funnel, which I'll discuss later. Instant access, right? They put in their email. I have their email now. And I know they're interested in boosting their testosterone because it's very specific. They put in their email name. Now I have their email and I know they want to boost their testosterone. So now I have their email and I can just send them emails, nurture them, and I have their email. And I know versus on YouTube, especially if you're making random content and that's the bad thing about social media. People get incentivized for the wrong things. I know, I bet you if you started posting, you get a lot of views. Now you think you need to do that. But no, I rather you make very specific content to your niche, to the people, to your avatar. Because I've done this. I was on TikTok getting 6 to 7 million views a week and I was making 0, nothing. But then when I specialized, focused on my niche, got it less views but more sales. So you need to specialize, right? And the 10 email list, it's 10,000 people that specifically want your help versus 1 million YouTube subscribers that just subscribed. You made some stupid video that went viral and now you have subscribers, you know? Social media is fake. Remember that. So the 3 pillars. So the 3 pillars that you need to understand is traffic, funnel, and product. So traffic is the traffic source, the eyeballs, the marketing, the sales. Not really sales, but more marketing. So traffic, you have organic and you have paid. So organic meaning you post free content on YouTube and you get views. Paid is like YouTube ads, Facebook ads, influencer marketing, things like that. I would focus on organic. I still have not run ads and I got to 6 figures. So with organic, focus on YouTube. YouTube is going to be your baby. Grow YouTube. YouTube, email list. If you're beginning, you can play around with the social media, which is exploding, meaning if you post on it, it goes viral easily. It has good organic reach, like TikTok right now. The reason why I grew so much because I started TikTok when it started. So start with that. And with TikTok, you just get the hooks. You hook people in. And with YouTube and email is where you nurture them. You're very specific with your content. You nurture them. The shorts, the content that goes viral is the hook. And the YouTube videos and the email is you lure them in. Okay? Because with TikTok shorts, you can get a lot of views. But you want them to stay. You get them to stay with your email and your YouTube. Remember that. Then your funnel. Your funnel is the thing that converts an individual who does not know you into a paying client. So like for me, I have a VSL. I have a very specific video for instance, on my, you see the link here, the link here. They see this, okay? They're like, yeah, I want this. They enter their email, access free blueprint, okay? Then they watch a video, right? It's a very specific video that goes over a bunch of things. And it's very targeted, it's created properly. And I'll get on to more later in the few episodes on how to do that and things like that. So that's the funnel, how you convert. I have a thing, so you have your VSL, you have your website, you have your DMs, and obviously sales. So sales calls and things like that, that's your funnel. Closing over DMs, converting them into clients, things like that. So you need to master funnels. You need to master traffic and the product. What are you selling? I see a lot of guys, they're selling very cheap things. You want to, at least, if you're selling like consulting, minimum, I know I'll get into pricing later, 1,000 for 3 weeks, 1,000 for whatever you're comfortable. Do 16 weeks. I remember when I started with the person I don't even want to mention, they will give me stupid prices and things like that. No, I'm not going to give you a price. Oh, you need to do this. This is how you do it, right? First, you need to create your offer. One thing, and that's the only thing you want to focus on. The reason why you want to focus on is because if you have two products, expensive and cheap, you're going to be incentivized more based on selling the lower one because it's going to be easier for you, more comfortable. So I'd rather just have one. So let's say you have an offer, 16 weeks one-on-one for $1,000. I will take you from your current state to your desired state. Boom, right? The next step is, how do you know if that's the right price? Let's say you do 30 calls and your closing rate is above 40%. Above 40%. That tells you that you want to increase the price. Increase it to 1,500. Do another 30 calls. If it's again above 40, increase the price. If it's below 20, decrease the price, or you're shit at sales. That being said, you need to know how to sell. You know how to sell, which will take time. I've done close to 1,000 sales calls now, and it takes time, and I'm still getting better. I'm going to go deeper into that, but you need to how to close properly, so on and so forth, track everything, record, see, things like that. So traffic, funnel, product, and the product, just focus on one thing. And it's your high ticket. You don't want to sell something small because it's going to take away from your top. If you're selling something cheap right now, and then you'll sell something more expensive, it's going to take away from your top. Always start from the top. So once you master this, you'll be unstoppable. Simplicity is key. Forget the shiny objects. I see a lot of business owners, they have this, they have that software, that, this, that. You just need to focus on the basic, really simplify everything. Make it simple. If you can explain it to someone that doesn't know business, it's good. Because when you're making it complex, because then you have more moving objects, and then when you need to change everything, you need to change everything. No, just keep it simple. Especially getting to 6 figures, man. Or woman. It's not that hard. You just need to understand traffic, funnel, product. Your offer is very specific, not broad. Your foundations are right. You specialize. And you start posting content on YouTube, very powerful content, quality over quantity. Traffic from TikToks to get things moving, especially if you have no money to run on ads. And yeah, this is it. Hopefully you enjoyed. Next week I'm going to be going into it even more deeper. And yeah, adios. God bless.